Welcome back to Greek. Here we are with Efford chapter 10, the subjunctive mood. So now we're learning a new mood. We've added a few tenses to the indicative mood, but now we need to learn another mood in Greek, the subjunctive, where the indicative mood points out, indicates, points out a fact. The subjunctive mood expresses contingency. And, Efford's got a nice little explanation here on page 49 that you can read. But all we need to know is we're going to really focus on the uses when we get down here. But first, let's take a look at the forms. Where did I put the forms? There they are. So the forms are this is the present subjunctive. You notice these endings are very much the same as the present indicative endings, but the vowels have all been lengthened. So here again is this chart calls it the primary indicative, the present tense. O, eis, a, amen, et, usin. And now essentially if you thought about adding another epsilon to this ending, making all those vowels long, you end up with the present subjunctive. O, eis, a, omen, eta, osin. So there they are. Likewise with the middle passive. So subjunctive, present tense, middle passive voice. Subjunctive mood, present tense, middle passive voice. Now I'm on page 50 in Efford. The endings omai, a, etai, omatha, esta, ontai. And on the bottom of page 49, the endings standing on their own is those are the subjunctive present active forms of the verb to be. So o, eis, a, omen, eta, osin, and you can note that they all have the circumflex accent there on the bottom of page 49. So three charts, but that are really only two charts for you to learn. Two paradigms. The subjunctive present active and the subjunctive present middle passive. And then just note that the endings by themselves also happen to be the forms of the verb to be in the subjunctive mood present tense. So let's talk about the uses of the subjunctive. Generally speaking, this is going to be the big use for us for a long time. It's used as the verb of a subordinate clause. And that subordinate clause will often be introduced by a conjunction, often a conjunction that indicates purpose. And a key conjunction for this is hina. Hina. So agomen hina blepomen auton. Agomen hina blepomen auton. We are going in order that we may see him. In order that we may see him. So that's how we're going to translate the subjunctive after these conjunctions that indicate purpose. And sometimes they'll indicate result and so forth. But for now, we're just going to learn hina and purpose and the translation using may or might. Now notice this is present tense indicative active. This is present tense subjunctive active. And now you see why it's so important that we don't say agomen here, but agomen. Because agomen is would be a different mood, would be subjunctive. So blepomen, subjunctive, blepomen, indicative. Blepomen, subjunctive, blepomen, indicative. Okay, we'll also use the subjunctive as the main verb, but only in a cohortative deliberative function. So this is all explained on page 51. Basically, when you see a subjunctive standing off by itself, it will be in the first person, plural or singular, and it'll be translated let us. So, diokomen ta tekna te sophias. Let us pursue the children of wisdom. Or if it's a question, we just call it the deliberative function. Shall we persecute the children of wisdom? And then we'll learn many more uses of the subjunctive, but we'll just add them as we go. And so on the bottom of page 51, Efford suggests that you start a flashcard with the uses of the subjunctive, and then as we go along, we'll add different usages. So right now, we've only got 2 usages of the subjunctive to put on your card, and that's a good start. So that's all. That's all, folks. That's the only new thing in this lesson, but it is a big concept and a couple new paradigms to get in. So once again, a couple new paradigms for the present subjunctive and active voice and the present subjunctive middle passive voice. So you know, make your cards for those endings, and then learn your vocabulary on page 52. Oh, and then there's one note I forgot to mention. Instead of oo, which is our word for no or not with the indicative mood, in the subjunctive mood they have a different word used for no or not, and that is may. So they mean the same thing, oo and may, but one is used for the indicative mood and one for the subjunctive mood. I think that is... Oh, I think I need to... Do I need to add a word to the vocabulary? We should add the word, along with hina, why don't you add the word hapos. Hapos also has the same meaning as hina, as in order that. So hapos can also mean in order that. All right, good enough for now. You need to take a day or two, learn your vocabulary, learn the paradigm forms for the subjunctive, present, tense, active voice, and middle passive voice. Take a day to get those under your belts, then come back and we will do the sentence translations. So learn them, learn the stuff for this lesson, and then spend a day or two doing the translations, then come back to the next video to get the corrections to the translations.